I don't know about you guys. I've heard so many freaking people tell me that they cannot get this business or their journey to work for them. But yeah, on social media, I see all this shit that they're posting all day long. We have to say enough with our own bullshit.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Emily and welcome back to my YouTube channel if you are new here. And okay, so I just had to mention, I've been getting a lot of comments. I obviously read all my comments, right? But a few referring to how I say my intro. And I just had to mention it because I thought it was funny. A lot of people were like, is this on purpose? Is this just a weird quirk that you have? Like, what's going on? So I rewatched some of my videos, just the beginning, and I was like, oh my god, I actually say like back yeah. Weird, right? Now subconsciously in the back of my mind, every time I film my intro, I'm just like, make sure you pronounce it right, say or. I just think it's my weird Midwestern accent and newly Southern accent just kind of combining and doing its weird own thing. I don't know how to explain it. I just thought I would mention it because I thought that was funny. We are doing another team Zoom call today. If you guys ever get sick of this shit, let me know. But I get so much good feedback on these videos. I enjoy filming them. It's fun watching behind the scenes stuff. So thought we'd do another one. It's Beachbody again, and this is probably gonna be the last Beachbody video for a little bit just because I like to mix it up a little bit and diversify my content. But it is actually from the same coach. She's doing another live speech like last video, and if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you go watch it. You guys were little savages in the comments. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I laughed my ass off, thought it was all hilarious. You kind of just say the things I'm thinking, the things like I don't want to say here on my channel because I'm not out here trying to destroy people's lives completely. So yes, that is what we're doing today. Before we go ahead and get on into it, I just like to say it because a lot of people don't really realize. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button to my channel. Only like 20% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed, which is wild. So hit that subscribe button, help me out, like this video if you enjoy it, and go ahead and follow me over on my socials at emilyjfine. I enjoy talking and interacting with you guys over there as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into the video.
Hosting tonight's call on the topic of success is not convenient. And before I hop into this call, I want a little disclaimer, not the Beachbody disclaimer, but more of the I'm saying everything I'm saying to you guys tonight with love. For those of you that do know me, you guys know that I have a big heart, that I do everything with love, that nothing that I say to anybody, I've never not said to myself. Does that make sense? The things that I'm sharing with you guys tonight are things that I tell myself all the time, and also things that I've been through and I've worked through. So everything that I share, every training I've ever done, everything that I've mentored a coach on or anything is through my own experience, just like all of us. You know, we're never a professional or, we're never a professional at Beachbody or self-love or this program or that program. It's just all through your own experience, right?
Okay, so she is over here claiming that she is not a professional at Beachbody, right? Why are people buying into this Beachbody scam, okay? Because the amount of money you put into the shakes, the workouts, stuff that you could all probably find on YouTube, right? And for way cheaper, free, whatever. You could go and find your own damn personal trainer for the same price, if not cheaper. That is professional. So why are people wasting their time doing this? I don't really know.
So tonight, I'm going to be talking to you guys a lot about bullshit, a lot about excuses, and a lot about why we are stuck in whatever realm we're stuck in. But I want you to know that there's going to be a lot of hard truths tonight, but it all comes from a place of love. So I wanted that disclaimer on here first, because if you guys don't know me and you guys hear me speak, you might be like, damn, she's tough. She's a savage. I mean, I want you to feel like there's a lot of savageness going on tonight, but I want it to be all from a place of love. So
if you've seen the last video and just with that disclaimer alone, you know this video is gonna be a shit show. So grab your popcorn.
If you keep an open mind and know that this comes from a place of love, it may just help you elevate. So before I go into the nitty-gritty of this, I feel it's appropriate that I'm able to share about bullshit excuses and convenience of success and all that, because prior to Beachbody, I was that person that fed myself excuse after excuse. For those of you that don't know me and my journey, I got up to 268 pounds. We were so broke that I couldn't even see straight. I had no belief in myself. I had the worst self-esteem a person could ever have. I gave every excuse in the book why my life was the way it was. I thought I was just supposed to live this mediocre life. I was supposed to be overweight and unhealthy and unhappy with no friends and no passions, no purpose in life. Like, that is the shit that I used to tell myself. And I would buy, stupid weight loss gimmicks and all this stuff, and I would never open it, or I would take 3 pills a day for 4 days when you're supposed to lose 21 pounds or some bullshit like that, and it wouldn't be working. And I would give it some excuse, oh, well, weight loss stuff doesn't work for me because this is just the way I'm supposed to be. It was all these excuses. And I don't know about you guys, but I came to a point in my life where I got so fucking sick and tired of my own excuses. Has that ever happened to you where like, even maybe one day you're like doing 80 day extreme or 80 day obsession or the work, and you're like, you're so sore and all you can do is complain. Like, this is a fun side of it, but all you can do is complain, and you're like, oh, my butt, oh, my calves, oh, my body's so sore. And you're like, I'm so sick of myself complaining. Well, on the downside of that, like, if you're constantly telling yourself excuses like, my bank account's drained, I just keep gaining weight, I'm, losing passion for life, I'm never doing anything fun, I'm always sick, all this stuff, and you keep telling yourself these excuses like your life is supposed to be this way, there comes a point in your life where you're going to get tired of that. And if you haven't gotten tired of your own excuses yet, please do not wait to change your life until that day comes. Because I wish I would have changed my life before my mid-20s. I wish I would have changed, I'm going to start crying. I wish I would have changed my life before I got pregnant with my son. My son has a whole lot of health issues, and I'm in the process of working through self-blame, because I feel like if I didn't gain weight, if I wasn't unhealthy, if I took better care of myself, maybe my son wouldn't have all the health issues that he has. And because I put excuses before everything in my life, before my own health when I was pregnant with my son, I feel like I'm able to stand here today after I've worked through all that, after I pushed every fucking excuse away. I could stand here today and share with you guys that bullshit excuses do not matter. Those things are not important. Those things are not going to get you where you want.
So I don't know about you guys, but I was definitely scoping out everybody's facial expressions when she was going on and talking about that stuff, and everybody just looks so uncomfortable and doesn't really know what to do, because they didn't come on this Zoom call to hear about somebody's life sob story. And I'm not heartless, I'm not dismissing that the stuff she was talking about like didn't matter, because it does. But at the end of the day, these people are on this team call because they want to grow their business, and I could just tell by the looks on their faces that they were just super uncomfortable. And what do you do in that situation? It's awkward, and I'm not dismissing that what she's going through isn't important, etc. There's just a time and a place.
So I feel like I am able to talk about those things because of the shit I went through. If you have a pen, write this down. Your excuses will not get you results. Your excuses will not get you results. Now, I want you guys to be honest with me. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the team. Now, remember, we are a family. If you joined as a coach today, welcome. If you've been here for a month, a year, y'all know we're one big happy fam bam, right? There's no judgment here, but I want you guys to be brutally honest. You could raise your hand if you want to, but I want you to just think about this. Who has said recently, I'm not where I should be or I want to be in my business? I'm not losing weight. My coaches aren't working the business. I'm not getting coaches, period. I'm broke. I haven't earned Success Club. Okay. Thank you for being honest with me, with yourself, more importantly. Excuses will not change your mindset, your bank account, your blood pressure, your waistline, your bad habits. Nothing in your life that is important will change from your excuses.
I just want to say I hate that she is generalizing everybody and just sort of assuming everybody is feeling one of these things and talking down to them, like just because they're going through something like this or feeling this type of way that they're a piece of shit. Just like her whole demeanor about it, I don't like it. I don't know how anybody could find that motivating. I'm sure people do feel this way time to time, of course, but the way she is putting it out there and portraying these poor people to feel this way, or that this is what they're going through exactly, it's just so toxic.
Why am I talking about excuses? Here's the thing, and I'm right down there with you guys. The majority of us work our business or our personal health and fitness journey off of convenience. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Oh, I'll get to it when I have time. Oh, life is chaos right now. Oh, my child is not sleeping well. Oh, I'm on my period and I have cramps. Sorry, Terry. There's all this bullshit that we tell ourselves on a daily, right? Oh, we all need sleep. I get it. Not everyone's a morning person. I get it. Not everyone could stay up late. I get it. But you can retrain your habits. You can retrain your sleeping. You can retrain your schedule. You can retrain your mindset on how you look at your life and what you're doing on a daily basis. We tend to do what's important to us and our goals when it's convenient to us. How does that make sense? Do you guys understand that? We tend to do what is so fucking important to us, like our workouts, meal planning, meal prepping, our personal development, building our business. Those things are all so important to us. But how come those things go on the back burner when life gets crazy? Has that ever happened to anybody?
And with some of the things that she says, I don't necessarily disagree on. Some of it is true to an extent. It's just there's a time and a place, and then just the way she is saying it all and talking down on all these poor people that are just here to essentially make money, maybe get a little healthy. That is all these people are here for. They are not here for therapy. If they wanted a goddamn therapist, they would go get one. Stop acting like you're some goddamn God's gift life coach, because you're not. And could you just not look at these people's eyes? They look lifeless almost, and I'm not here to like bash at anybody, but it's sad. It's a very sad atmosphere, and all this puts on me is toxicity.
If you want things to change in your life, you'll have to start making it a priority. Which means, here's some tough truth, which means you could be inconveniencing other areas of your life. I ain't pointing out any names. I ain't calling on anybody. But these things may be inconvenienced in order for your priorities to adjust. Sleeping in, happy hours, nail time, video game time, coffee dates, Netflix and chill. Not, I'm just talking about binge watching Netflix and not, anyways. Moving on.
First of all, nobody found that funny. I think she was expecting some people to find that funny. We all know what Netflix and chill means. Like, she's definitely young enough to know. So it was just a weird time and a place to like put that term and lingo in there. And I also want to talk about, how are you going to take somebody seriously, somebody that's supposed to be some sort of coach, health and fitness guru that you're supposed to look up to, and she is calling out the things that you may enjoy and do in your everyday life. Bullshit. Things that aren't a priority and things that don't matter.
Some areas in our life we may have to inconvenience. Now, I don't know about you guys. I've heard so many freaking people tell me that they cannot get this business or their journey to work for them. But yeah, on social media, I see all this shit that they're posting all day long. And I'm like, how do you have time for all that bullshit when you don't have time for what's really important to you? If you guys were to take tomorrow, for instance, maybe you want to do this, this project or not. Maybe if you write down on a schedule or in a notebook, every minute that you spend tomorrow, every second that you spend doing something. And then at the end of the day, say, was this productive to where I want to be? Is this going to help me get me to my goals? Where am I wasting time? Am I playing Candy Crush, Angry Birds? Am I scrolling Facebook mindlessly? Where are you wasting time?
And this is where I draw the line right the fuck here, okay? He is telling you that you should feel bad for doing mindless activities, mindless stuff that might just get you through the day. Some days, like, you know, go get your toes done, scroll on Facebook, play video games, etc., etc., etc. She is telling you that you should be feeling bad if you're doing that instead of something else like working on your business. That's bullshit, because that's toxic. It's toxic, it's not realistic. For example, if I ate, slept, breathed YouTube, I would go fucking crazy, just because it's not normal for somebody to be only prioritizing their time to something. Yes, do I love YouTube? Of course, I love it. I put so much time and effort into it, but if I was making myself feel bad for not doing YouTube all the time and wanting to do something else that was gonna make me feel better in that moment, hell yeah, I'm doing that, okay? Like, for example, last weekend I was supposed to film a video one day, got an invite to do like a little brunch with some friends, and I felt like in that moment I needed that recharge, so I went and did that instead of my YouTube stuff, and it all worked out. It's fine. I got my video up, I filmed it, and that's just how life is. It's unrealistic to expect yourself to always prioritize your number one, because your number one isn't always gonna be your main priority. That's just life, okay? I know I really went off there, but I really had to get that out because that infuriates me.
Because chances are, if you've told yourself, your upline, your success partner, that you don't have time to work the business, or you don't have time for a 30-minute workout, or to plan your week for your meals, I guarantee you, if we sat down with your schedule, we would be able to find time. It would just have to mean inconveniencing something else. We have to say enough with our own bullshit. Stop postponing what will change your life to make room for things that aren't elevating you. We have to stop postponing and putting off things that are truly important to us. Why do we continue to do that? Is it fear? Is it because we truly don't believe we're enough or that we're worthy of success? Like, whatever that is, we need to work through it, and we need to figure that out right now, because what we're doing is wasting time. You guys, I'm gonna be real with you for a minute. There's nothing that pisses me off more than when I see people adding coaches to the team and then they're not even showing up for themselves, or they're not even showing up for the business. And I'm like, why are you adding coaches to the team when you can't even mentor and lead yourself? I'm sorry if that's bad preacher moment, but that really makes me upset, because I'm like, here you are bringing these babies on board and you're leaving them because you're not taking care of your own business. So you need to focus on you. You need to get through your own bullshit excuses. Tell yourself that you are a damn good coach. No matter what you did last week, last month, last year, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you choose today, what you choose to do tomorrow, and moving forward.
I don't even know how the hell these people are still sitting in this call. They look defeated, upset, depressed, and just for somebody to beat into you emotionally repeatedly, it's abusive, just over and over and over again, telling you what you're doing in your daily life is bullshit. How are they sitting there listening to that? I don't know. I would have clicked off 2 minutes into that call. Maybe they find it entertaining. Just, I don't know. I think it's ridiculous.
You have to become a savage. For the longest time, I hated the word hustler. I'm a hustler, baby. We all know that song, right? I hated the word hustle, because to me, hustle was like you work nonstop 24/7. That is not what I'm talking about here. You guys, I am a single mom to a boy. We already discussed that he has a lot of health issues. We go to Seattle Children's Hospital at least once a month. That commute is 2 hours away each way. You guys, I know that it's impossible for a lot of people to work 24 hours, 7 days a week. But what I'm saying is that you could be inconvenienced in other areas in your life to make your shit a priority that's important to you.
So what is she saying? She's gonna inconvenience her kid and the hospital visits? Because that's the example she just gave. I don't understand that part.
I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, not because I love to. I'm not Snow White waking up with the birds or fluffing my pillows and shit. No, that's not real life. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning because my son is an early bird and I need to get my shit done so I'm mentally stable for the rest of the day. And if I don't do that, I'm a grouch. I'm grumpy. I'm impatient. Chances are I'm going to eat like shit. I know this because I've played this game before. So I choose to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do the shit that really matters. I pour into myself so I can pour into everybody else later on. Breaking it back down. Become a savage. You have to elevate your habits and how you spend your time. So I want you guys to kind of reflect back on your day today or moving forward. And I want you to ask yourself these questions.
Okay, can we just talk about why does she keep saying the word savage? Is she just trying to be cool, edgy, relatable? I don't know, but it's just awkward and kind of the wrong timing to use that word.
When choosing to do something, I want you to ask, will this help improve my mindset? Like, will it boost your confidence? Will it help improve any area of your mindset? Will this help me get me healthier? Will this allow me to pay off my debt, to help save money? Will this impact someone else's life? Or will this help me get me closer to the life I desire? If the answer is yes, you have to schedule that shit into your day every single day. If you answer yes to any of those questions, you have to schedule that to make sure that you make it a priority every single day. If it's a no, stop fucking doing it. Period. If you're saying no to, will this thing right here help me improve my mindset? Will this help get me healthier? Will this help me pay off debt or start saving money? Will this impact someone else's life? Will this help me get me closer to my goals? If you answer no, don't do it. It is not.
Does she think these poor people aren't even humans? Like, they aren't allowed to fail. They aren't allowed to do stuff that might set them back a little bit or not exactly follow their path. Does she not understand and realize how life works? I would be so upset if somebody was this. Sometimes you need brutality and just like the honest truth. But with this type of scenario, there's just a time and a place, and this is not the time. Again, people are here just to grow their business, not somebody trying to fucking tell them how to live their life, essentially. So if you do something that doesn't exactly align with the Beachbody way, that it's a waste of time, get out of here with that.
Worth your time, your energy, your effort, anything. You are wasting your life. Success is not convenient, you guys, but success will show up when you start showing up. You have to put in the work to make it work. It's not what I don't know who said this quote, but I'm repeating it. But it's not what you do every once in a while, it's what you do every damn day. And we all know, just like inviting, like how many of us have invited, like last Monday we invited and we're like, I still don't have anybody in my challenge group and no coaches, because you only invited one day. If you only work out one day, do you expect to have a six pack or a perky booty? No, it's not what you do it's not what you do occasionally. It's what you do every day that matters. And last but not least, no excuse is more important than your goals, than your dreams or your desires. I know life gets hard, you guys. I know shit hits the fan. I know radiators go out in cars. I know you get a flat tire. I know your kids get sick and they have to stay home from school. I know all this shit. I'm the queen of excuses. but I don't live with you. I can't tell you stop making those bullshit excuses. You have to look in the mirror and stand up for yourself because you're worth it. Those excuses don't matter anymore. They're not getting you anywhere in life. You need to start inconveniencing the bad habits and the things that aren't getting you where you want to be, and start scheduling and making a priority the things that really matter to you, to your family, to your future family, to where you want to be in life. Because what truly matters? We all signed up as a coach for different reasons. We all have different whys. We all come from different lifestyles. We all live in different environments. But they all matter. They all matter, and they're all meant to be taken action on. We can't just sit here and have like, oh, we made this beautiful vision board at the beginning of the year, but I'm nowhere close to getting to any of that stuff because of all these excuses I accumulated over here. It's time to let all that stuff go. Let it go. Because when you let all that weight go, you can fly and you can start chasing your dreams and start feeling better. Because let's be honest, when we tell ourselves excuses, it doesn't make ourselves feel better. And I guarantee you, if any of you guys are parents on here and your kids are like, oh, Mom, but I'd rather do this than my homework, you'd be like, oh, hell no, right? Y'all would be like, no, homie, don't play that. So why are you allowing yourself to do that? If you wouldn't let your kids to do it, then you shouldn't be doing it either. That's all I have for you.
I just find that weird. Your kids aren't adults. They are unable to make their own, you know, great big life decisions, things that they want to do. It's just part of being a kid. I don't know. I just thought that was a real weird and out of place analogy on her part, but are we surprised? I just let her talk there for a second to give her big old grand finale spiel, but at the end of the day, this was very extremely harsh in my opinion. I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinions, of course. I think it was extremely harsh, unfair, unrealistic, absolutely. Just extremely toxic. How could anybody walk away from that conversation of somebody beating you over and over and over again emotionally over what you're doing in your life is bullshit? Like, if somebody wanted that type of talk, would go to a damn therapist. Like, people are on here because they want to make money and or want to get healthy. And that's why I think Beachbody is ultimately probably one of the worst and biggest scams there are in the MLM world, just because you can get workouts anywhere. Hell, there are so many workout YouTube channels, like Mad Fit, I think is her name. She has so many good ones. Completely irrelevant, but just on that note, like, there are so many free resources. And then with shakes, I don't know, what is it, like $100 or something like that for a month? That is insane. You could go to Walmart, Target, wherever, GNC, and get a big old thing that will last you a month plus of your protein powder, etc. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Of course, leave your comments, questions, concerns, just kidding, I don't know, all in the comments below. I love talking to you guys down there, and I will catch you in my next video on Tuesday. I love you guys. Bye.